So Happy failed at the 88%, right? And that was only a 12% chance of failure. Now, if we have her 88%, that brings us to 44%, which is the odds of passing here, which means we're going to also have her chance of failure 12% to 6%. So right now, Yuri only has a 6% chance of failure. Is that how the math works? Why don't you tell me once you see this result? You ever pop off so hard that you knock the camera over?
That was a breeze.
Why don't you tell me? 6% chance. And United States Savior in this year of the Ascent. It's 3 houses time, and it's like gotta be in my head now. Because Persona 4 kinda sorta just ended, but really did just end as like a weekly thing, which is still nuts to me. Oh. Good game, really good game. We're really nearing the end of this series too. Which is fine, because I kind of know what I want to do after this one. I do want to play another Fire Emblem. It's just, this game has been a long time. Done a lot of stuff with this game, but because it has so much content. And we're able to experience the last of it, which is so strange, but that's a future me issue. This is a current me issue, and that's getting to these comments. Anthony sub. That beginning. Gotta love. What was the beginning of this one? I actually do not remember at all. How did I start this episode? Yep, I remember it. Okay, we're all on the same page now. Oh man, there's probably gonna be more of that, let's be honest. I told you before, you have a free summon of any of the Brave Heroes. Unless you want both Gatekeeper and Marianne. I mean, Marianne's cool, but you know, Gatekeeper. In fact, you know what? If Marianne ever gets 4 perfects, I'm still picking Gatekeeper, but you know, Marianne gets married. Marriage works a bit differently in Awakening than here and in 3 houses. Or than there, and then in 3 houses. 2 completely different things. Marriages happen throughout the game. From supports, just about everyone can marry. Huh, good. You guys like seeing me in immense pain, only slight pain. That was in reference to Cyril. Unfortunately, so we'll get to some more, the stone fused with Skylord's heart, so I think that's what made it beat. Not just Rhea sticking the stone onto Skylord, not actually having a defect to start with. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That, for all I know, that's... I need hard evidence. Producer Alois is the second character that's fainted / blacked out while standing up. The end of being Bernie and Hubert scene. I completely remember that. And then you suggest to take out Gwendol with Yuri with a sword. And for future reference, what's your least favorite type of weapon in the game? That's an interesting question. Also, you guys can totally post questions to me in the comments, and while I read them, I'll answer them. Least favorite weapon type in the game? This is the wrong controller. There should be a running count of how many times I do that, because I just set them right next to each other. Menu, inventory, this is gonna just take a second. Items, sure. Maybe sword. Honestly? I kind of like using everything else a little bit, but sword, I think, might be my least favorite. Everything, I mean, they're all fine, but I think sword is my least favorite one. Either sword or lance, but I think I'm gonna give it to sword. Because I've at least trained people for lance. I don't think I really ever try to train people for sword, except this time where I kind of just like, I'm focused on, except for the dancer. But the dancer never really uses sword, they kind of just dance if they want to. Jessica. Also, what are we at time? I need to move this window up so I can see that. Oh, we're fine on time. Cyril's later supports are better, I swear. We'll see about that. As of right now, looks like the same old Cyril to me. In Awakening, Anna actually has a trickster class in this game, and she has a trickster style outfit and unit appearance. I guess we just do the regular routine, huh? Random monastery lady. No. Ridiculous. Silver Snow and Verdant Wind are where you get the full Abyss Keeper and Mr. Backup story. Yeah. Which is good because during Verdant Wind, we didn't have all of our homies, so that's going to be actually a fresh thing that we need to make sure that we look at every time. Fail on an 88%, come on, Happy. I know. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Happy. You gotta do better than that. You know, Bowen riding something else, something dumb. He knows axe and bow, which is eh. I also forgot to mention this, but I kind of love how your team is just labeled the Resistance Army in the menus and such. I didn't notice that, but it makes sense. In terms of schemers, Claude's number 1, Yuri's number 2, Hilda's number 3. Can't forget about Yuri, you're dang right, he is number 2. But Hilda, up there. I'd like the 3 of them, I'd like to just sit down with the 3 of them. What a pain that would be. But a delightful pain, let's be honest. Bernie almost joins the perfect club, she was close. Ignatz, the dark dude, that's my boy. He's learning. He's gonna be a valuable member of the team. I'm gonna get, Lauren's back, and he's just gonna sit on the sidelines because Ignatz is gonna be have been doing work this whole time, and it's not like Lauren's is to do where I was like, oh yeah, this man's is coming back, and you know what? He's also marrying me. Shamir said snap out of it and then smacked him. Did she smack him or did she thwack him? Because let me tell you, that was a thud. Alois blacked out while standing up. Bernie faded while standing up. Wonder if Bernie's uncle was like that too. They do have some similarities. I bet you if they were both in the same place and someone walked up and said, there's a ghost behind you, Alois, Bernie, and heck, even Lysithea would all pass out standing up. Ash will be in the Valley of Torment. Since you recruited him, you can defeat him with anyone in order to persuade him back to your side. I remember taking him out with Ignatz in one route and still got the persuade option. Interesting. I suggest Yuri with a bow for Ash, since they have unique dialogue and it still irritates me that they don't have supports. That's interesting. I did not know that they had unique dialogue. And Flame with magic versus Gwendol, because why not? Okay. That means I'll have to train Flame, but that's fine. That's fine, we can do that. Sothis, a marriage option, from Fourth Wall Reviews. This would be the perfect route to do that. I mean, it makes sense. Then you're just marrying the voice in your head. It kind of sort of does make sense, a little bit. I never count out Sothis. She can't get 5 perfects, but you know what? Never forget her. Ultimate Thunder Boy. Thunder says, I would love to see all of Cyril's supports. I think you should do them. I will. I won't. I might like it. Probably won't like it, but I might like it. Ulterior motives? I could never in my life. We'll see about that. Fourth Row Reviews also left another one, but first is Sonic Gaming. A sequence of good cop, bad cop, with Ignatz being good cop and bad cop being the demon child that shall not be named. That's what we love to hear. Is it just me, or do I imagine Skylord singing I Believe I Can Fly while someone's teaching him how to fly? I do. I want to. That man needs to learn to fly. Cyril can know flying, it's just lower than yours because you don't use him. Okay. That makes sense. I thought about that. For the next fight, use Yuri with a bow on the boss, which is... So you all want Yuri during this fight, which is nuts. Fourth row reviews also said you should have Mercy take out the next boss with heavy armor. Mercy should have gone on the wait a minute. Oh, did I not read this one? Mercy should have, oh yeah, I definitely read this one. Mercy should have went on the ski trip in Persona 4. Mercy meets GA, wants to hear a ghost story, plugging my ears, and we do know Mercy is great at ghost stories now. And right now I have a soft spot for Persona 4, so that very well could be the spiciest. I think I might. Mercy take out the boss with heavy armor? How would I, how? That's not possible. That is impossible. There's no heavy armor attack, right? Right? So I think that that's impossible. I'm gonna give it spiciest comment because I got a weak spot for Persona 4 right now, because, oh man, what a good game. That's all I gotta say. Because I don't want to say anything about the game in this in this one. But that's definitely the spiciest comment. I don't think we can use Mercy with heavy armor. We can bring Mercy, that's fine. I will... You're with a sword. You're with a bow. You're with a bow. Screw it, we're gonna Yuri out this time. Okay? Yeah, we'll Yuri out this time. I think Yuri can get a class that is both bow and... No, I don't think that that's possible, is it? One that's bow and sword? Is that a thing? Am I tripping? That exists, doesn't it? Certifications, where's Yuri? Actually, what level is Yuri? Please at least be 20. Okay, that's workable. Yeah, sword and bow. I was gonna say, there's definitely one like that. We'll just train him in bow, that's fine. We can do that. That's something we can do. We're just gonna feed with that one, and we're just gonna have a Yuri time today. But thank you for the comments, because they were all delightful. And it's just gotten me back into the groove with this. Oh, it is the day after daylight savings time, which means, let me tell you, I'm fine right now. But me, me right now is fine, but me during the time of this playing, yeah, I'm probably taking the hottest of naps. Let's explore. Is there anything else we need to do before we explore? We do not. Let's go explore. So today we have to train Yuri. And you know what? Screw it. Today is the day. I say it all the time. I'm bringing up the gardening guide. We're gonna really get in with this. Gardening guide. 3 houses. Combos, advice for greenhouse. Thank you. See, I'm trying to I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm like, oh yeah, of course, we'll be walking correctly there. Gardening combos and seeds to get stat boost items. That's what we should probably be focusing on too. Leonie's there. We'll talk to everybody in a second. This is our priority. We're gonna get things right here. Okay. So, as a broad recommendation, we advise that you avoid using complicated gardening combos of various seeds and instead suggest you use the same type together. Interesting. And then as mentioned, cultivate them to maximize your chance of getting one stat increasing item that you want during the harvest. So here are all the flower whatchamadoodles. Keep in mind that there's an element of luck. So, and we do have all of these, which is nice. White flower seeds are HP or charm up, which I don't think we need. Root vegetable seeds are defense up. Cool. Purple flower seeds are strength up. Okay. Yellow flower seeds are magic up. Pale blue flower seeds are speed up. Green is dexterity up. And red are either resistance or HP. Now, what do I need the most is the biggest question. I like defense so we can like tank through physical hits, but on this route are we gonna have to worry about physical hits? I think we really will now that I think about it. And then of course they get actual whatchamadoodles. They're level 3. Alright, well let's try for defense and let's just see what putting all root vegetable seeds in will do. Right? I'm just curious. The predicted yield is the good one. We dropped the blessings on it now. Business as usual. Who are we gonna talk? No, I'm not gonna start. It's about how it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. I gotta at least start with somebody else. How are you?
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students. But everyone still calls you professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
Professor's fine.
Guess that's what we're used to, huh? All right.
Okay, I just wanted to talk to someone else before talking to.
I'll clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Well, it's my job, you know. Gotta do your job. Like you. You gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
No. You guys see that there was an option that says, do you need any help? Lynn, how you doing?
To the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint.
Yep.
I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. Though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Okay, so he's said the same thing before. Oh, look at the glow there. You love to see that. What's up?
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan, but speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty.
Of course.
I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now, but understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color.
That's part of your
I
job.
have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Yeah, Petra, we might marry you. Really might. Big might. Not even big might, small might. Like, I'll be honest, last time, if it wasn't Happy, it was gonna be Petra. Or Constance. But it was Happy. Petra was probably number 2. Yeah, same thing. Ooh, yes, we love to see that. We love to see that. Secret shop. Don't mind if I do. Secret thingy.
Okay.
I'll take these. That was an earthworm. We love to see it. We'll talk to my homie, the best guy in the world.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Alright. Thank you.
Hello.
Alright, now this is the part. This is, I think this is the day that I fell for D, low-key. Go ahead, say the thing. Say it. This is my favorite in the game. Do your thing.
Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you?
Okay, you did a pretty good job. Pretty good job. You did a pretty good job. Now, instead of "Hey, Professor," you should have said "Greetings, Professor." Pretty good job, though, dude.
Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
Yeah. I think that was the moment in my heart of hearts that I was like, well, might marry D. Then we married D. it's such a good moment. That's such a good, like, tongue-in-cheek moment. That's one of my favorites in the game, I won't lie. Who are you? Give me this, that's fine. Okay, Sylvain, how are you?
Ailell, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there.
Well, you have to. Why not?
That place is crazy hot. For guys like me,
It's gonna be
who grew up
rough.
so low, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Yep. Yeah, it does seem like most people say the same thing, so I probably don't need to talk to anyone except for the actual Black Eagles. And in terms of the actual Black Eagles, I think I really just need to talk to Birdie, because we've just never had him
Professor.
in part 2. Let's see. And by that, I mean we also need to talk to the people in Abyss, because we've never had them on the Silver Snow route or Verdant Wind route, because it seems like it's gonna be not exactly the same, but the beginning parts are gonna be the same, which kind of felt the same for yeah, because like she's been standing here before and she was like, so much has changed. So yeah, I think we can just wide angle and just start teleporting around. But keep in mind, we're still trying to learn to fly, so that's priority like numero uno priority. First, it looks like there's probably a secret thingy over here. Goodness gracious. I don't think that's the secret thingy. I think Hanneman can teach me how to fly. Hanneman, Seteth, and Ingrid. And maybe some fourth person I don't remember. That's Seteth's office. Seteth's not in there. You two are in your respective offices. I don't think you can teach me flight. I think it's Hanneman. Although I could just be wrong.
First, but if we can get the cathedral rebuilt.
Yep. Same. What do you have for me? Nope, it is Manuela. I think. Maybe it's neither one of them. Maybe I'm tripping. Hello.
Hearing as this, we have a.
Yes, it is you. Oh, thank goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's a D+. That's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. I was like, oh, we're about to get C flying. That's not what happened. I was about to pop off. Not what happened at all. Okay. But that's fine. Caspar's in there. We might want to talk to Caspar. Might want to talk to Caspar, actually.
Oh, come on.
Because we had Caspar on the Blue Lions, but I think this dialogue could still be different.
I didn't think we'd end up fighting Randolph. He's my uncle. Well, not by blood, so I guess I can handle it.
Actually, no, we do this battle pretty much every time, too. The Randolph fight. You're very
Don't
resolute.
worry about me. I'm ready for anything.
Of course you are. That's my boy. He was one of the first members of the Punch Club. You never forget that. Punch Club was the Blue Lions, and it still kind of exists.
Really?
Not in like its full form where everyone was tossing punches, but it still kind of exists. Cause punches are just good. They're good in this game. If you had ever had to, no one ever has to ask me what my favorite weapon in this game is. Don't do that. The answer's clear. It's the Gauntlet. Favorite weapon type, rather. Okay, hello.
Someday we will take the Imperial capital.
Mm-hmm.
It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home.
Yeah.
That is still a ways off.
Maybe.
I will prepare for our journey to Ailell.
Alright. And you cannot teach us how to fly, so we're done with you.
Even though we're getting reinforcements, we should still be prepared for the worst. Never shirk your training, no matter what. To practice, I'm going to chop something up with my sword.
Maybe some
Unless
carrots?
you'd like to train together. Care to spar?
I do love Alois. That's my boy. What do you have to say?
Some in Fargus believe Dimitri is still alive. My father is one such eccentric. They can't accept reality. Dimitri is dead. He's not coming back.
No, he's probably alive. And he's probably gonna show up at that one battle. There we go. At the one battle at the place. With the thing and the who's a what's. Where is this? Oh, it's right here. It's actually a pretty well hidden item, I won't lie. Behind that well. Oh no, I made an unintentional pun. Oh, I promise that wasn't on purpose. That was like, that's a well-hidden thing, and I was like, behind this wall. Oh no, what have I done? I hope that looked like real existential dread, because that is what I felt. Oh my gosh. Okay, Ingrid, what's good? Teach me how to fly.
My family, the Galateas, are an offshoot of the Daphno family. The family split in half, and two brothers quarreled over an inheritance. Despite blood relations, the families lived apart from one another, so the relationship has been distant and somewhat estranged. I'm not so much acquainted with Judith, the head of House Daphno.
Right. That's good and all, but teach me how to fly. I wish you would do better than good, but that's fine. I mean, what do you have to say?
Is it really okay to rely on Judith? I hear there are still quarrels within the Alliance. This generous offer of soldiers and supplies,
A little bit together.
it's
That is the
also
same
really
thing.
impressive. But I'm just a little worried, I suppose.
Don't worry about it. Okay. So we gotta find Seteth, because learning to fly is #1 priority. Where is this man? I saw Flame, but I haven't seen Seteth. He was up there too? Really? Where? Was he right outside the entrance of the cathedral? If I turn around, am I gonna see this man's? Oh my goodness gracious, hello. Oh, sure.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Cool.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
I'm just gonna walk in like I usually do. Alright, teach me how to fly, sir. Please? Just a good. I need better than good. I have to speak to the Wayseer. Thank goodness she's unlocked. Let's report back to Anna. Okay. I feel like there's one more person who can teach us flight, but I just don't remember who they are.
Really now? Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Do we have a lost item for you? Whatever. Was there someone else who could teach me flight? I feel like there was. Do I remember who that is? Sure enough, do not. Probably talk to Hilda though. No, Hilda's gonna say the same thing. It's just good to have her here. Flame, Marianne, Mercy, Ignatz. I don't think either of them. Okay, yeah, I think that's everyone who could have taught us how to fly. If I'm wrong, remind me. But for right now, let's go underground so we can continue talking to the Abyss Keeper, because that is the #1 thing that we're looking forward to this route in terms of exploring. Because this is I think the most fresh thing that's on this route, because we didn't have Abyss during our Golden Deer playthrough. Oh man, this is real. Okay, continue.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Remember that battle 5 years ago? Oh, I'm guessing you do.
Yes.
Anyway, remember that knight who watched over Abyss with me for a while?
Yeah.
He said he was going to check on things up top, but that he'd return. Thing is, I haven't seen him since.
Dang.
Lots of knights have returned, but not him. I hope he's safe.
This is the drama that I live for. This is the story. If this doesn't end with Mr. Backup here on the final chapter, this game ain't real. So you intend to march to Ailell.
So you intend to march into Ailell.
Ailell.
Frankly, I want no part of it. Surely such an uneventful journey won't require my presence.
I'll need you with
You
us.
will? Then I shall don my marching boots. Though I would ask that we at least consider marching only under cover of night.
I would say that that's actually probably a wise decision. Hold on. Oh yeah, she can't teach me anything. That's interesting. Probably because we have not been using her at all. That would be a pretty good assumption. Where's Yuri? I need to talk to the Wayseer. That's something I actually have to do. That's good.
Why, hello there.
Well, hello there. I don't think I actually have to do anything here, but we might as well.
If it is your wish. Everything is within
Take time to unfurl. Yeah, we're just gonna get some Cyril out of the way, so we don't have to worry about him later. Sounds good to— oh yeah, scenes with Manuela.
If it is your wish.
Ugh.
Everything is within your grasp.
This feels dirty. Dirty and wrong. Wrong and dirty and wrong. Dirty, wrong, and dirty.
If it is your wish.
Filthy even. Downright nasty. Using my renown on Cyril?
Everything is within your grasp.
Displeasurable. And unconstitutional.
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
You know, maybe his like actually no, I take that back. I was gonna say maybe his scenes are like Felix's, where all of his sea scenes are just kind of ick, and then he comes around and we love him as a character. But I think there were only like 2 scenes where I was like, Felix, you gotta lighten up, and then the rest of his sea scenes were just bangers and made me laugh for some reason. Dang, you still need some with mercy? Go ahead, that's fine. Oh no, we're ready. Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
Cyril, I know you guys are ready. Y'all are ready. Y'all are ready. Don't need you to be ready. Y'all are ready. Okay, so we're gonna have a bunch of Cyril scenes to view. Great! You love to hear that, don't you? Everyone's favorite character.
Come back soon now.
Just give me the just where's who oh, what's up?
The Valley of Torment, huh? I see your angle, but don't let your guard down. Any movement about their borders, and the lords of the kingdom will react swiftly. Keep your focus on a positive outcome. There's a lot to gain and a lot to lose.
Okay. I think you guys all actually do say the same thing too. Who do I need to go to? Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever fast traveled into Abyss.
Thanks for giving me a hand. The Valley of Torment. Isn't that the place where it's scorching hot year-round?
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to see the world. That's why I left my village. And here I am, traveling to all these interesting new places to kill people. Not what I had in mind. Maybe I'll find some time to admire the scenery. Though people might get mad I'm not taking this silly war seriously. Oops, that was close. Almost sighed.
See, I just feel like we need to pop her a ring just so, you know, we can, you know, make sure that she doesn't, you know, sigh, or she can sigh in peace. Yeah, happy's great. I keep thinking back to the happy ending, and it was a happy ending. Just her finally like letting out the deep sigh. I don't know why, that hit me. That one hit me kind of hard. Where are we going? Yeah! Where you go? I don't know what was going on there, but I'm here for it. Okay, let's go back to the monastery. I think we're really done exploring. Besides feasting. Most successful certification exams this month. Huh. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to this. Grimory, Bow Knight, Warlock, Mortal Savant, War Masters. 5th War Master should be number 1. One of the best classes in the whole game. Now let's go feast, I guess. Actually, we'll turn this quest in, because that's renown. We gotta be renowned fiends for the rest of this game. I was gonna say, this person should be like here. How are you faring? I'll talk to you, invisible man. You disappeared and then you reappeared. Are your molecules getting all rearranged? You're gonna catch them all? Phantom? Alright. Dining hall, let's just feast. With whom? I think I also need, what, axe? But I can just fight with an axe, that's fine. So right now we actually don't need to eat with Cyril. Everything else we can kind of fool around with. So I think priorities are Flayn scenes. So we'll take Flayn and pair her with anyone who she's... We finished your scenes. Finished your scenes. I think we even paired you two together at some point. Did we? No, we didn't. I thought about it and didn't. Did we? No, we didn't. We didn't do that. We didn't, right? No, we didn't. Of course we didn't. We've gotten all your scenes. Manuela. We could do Manuela. Their scenes were fun. With Flayn just being like, what? What on earth? What in tarnation? I think we finished you in Ignatz, but I feel like, dang, I think we might have gotten almost all of Flayn's scenes I think about it. Except for, like, 30. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ferdinand is our biggest person we gotta do things with.
My brother used to scold.
Because we were never able to get Purdied, unfortunately. Never able to get him. A shame. Caspar, Petra. Who's next? Manuela, Catherine. Catherine Leonie, sure. Why not? Alois and...
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody.
Goodness gracious.
That looked...
I like Catherine a lot. I really do. That's it. I like Catherine a lot. There was no second part to that. No buts, no ifs, ands, or buts. Shamir, we paired them together, Shamir and Wrath. Let's see. Petra, Shamir, and who else? Ignatz, Shamir and Ignatz. Cool, yeah. Let's finish them off. And by finish them off, let's get them to their B scene. Because we're focusing on the members of the church and knights. Alois is fine with this dish, so Alois will be feasting with... Who? Oh, you have scenes with Catherine, that's right. You have scenes with these two as well. I just feel like Alois probably has a lot of banger scenes after seeing him in Mercy's scene. Or 2 scenes, rather. I just like Alois. Did we finish Alois and Hanneman? Did we? We finished Hanneman and somebody. We finished Hanneman and Gustav Gilbert. We did not do Hanneman and Alois, so we'll shoot for that. That's fine. I was like, who were like, we could be good friends. But I was like, it's a night boy. But it was, yeah. Other night boy. Alright. Let's see who else. Because we still got 3 more. Manuela can feast with... Did we not get all of theirs? I feel like we might not have gotten all of theirs. Manuela and... Seteth Lamel. We could do that. Manuela and Sylvain. I think we finished. Ugh. That one's ready. I feel like we have not finished this one. We also gotta focus on Hilda, because Hilda has a bunch of scenes too. But I think I might just renown Hilda out, maybe next episode for all her C scenes.
It's nice to share.
Or close to the end of this episode, to be completely honest, because I think we might explore twice. Because I want Skylar to get flying. It'll be a weird decision, because we gotta train Yuri too. But that might be not as bad as I think it's gonna be. So... Hilda, who do you have? And do you even like this dish? You do. You have scenes with Sylvain. Which might be interesting now that I think about it. Yeah. We got all of you in the deer. All of Caspar scenes are bangers, but that one's fresh, so let's go ahead and do that one. And by fresh, I mean we don't have a single one for it.
It's kind of nice to break bread with you.
Huh.
Got any interesting stories to tell while we eat?
I realized it after I got to the
Does Hilda always say that? I don't think I've ever noticed. I don't think I've paid attention to Hilda's. Oh, we only have this thing. I think we ate with pretty much all the members of the Church and Knights except for Cyril, but we have Cyril scenes procced and ready to go. We can use this for something else then. For what? I don't know. Maybe the cathedral and just have some people sing together. I'm fine with it. Are you? I think we all are. Oh, this is also motivation too, so I should pay attention to that. Should pay attention to that, actually. Because we did not eat with Yuri. That's not going to give him much motivation. But we're singing him in to sing. A shame. I know he doesn't like it, or I think he likes it, he just doesn't want to do it publicly or something. Burn. Sure. We had them together, though. I do have to figure out who Yuri, because Yuri's an option for me, too. I gotta keep remembering that. Who do I just want to hear the dialogue for singing? Who have we not sung with before? I think we've sang with almost everyone. Have we sang with Shamir? Yeah, just give me two people who don't like it. Why not? Let me hear it.
I want to leave. Don't make me do this.
Lamau.
Is this necessary? I'll sing if I must.
I'm out here forcing the both of them. Do I have to do this? Yes. That's why I selected you two. Congratulations, you've been forced to sing. There's one note. We'll read it before we end this off. I'm weary from this ceaseless fighting. I wonder if I'll meet a kind, beautiful, I remember this. This is Sylvain, and you will one day, I'm sure of it. And he'll be like, excellent. Great. Alright, so before we go on, I figure we should probably look at the scenes that we have ready. And that includes... We'll save Cyril's for last. You have one with Cyril, you have one with Leonie, so we'll do that one now. I'm interested in that one. We also might have seen this one before.
That's enough. You're done for today.
Get done for today.
Right. Thanks.
Are you feeling pain anywhere, Leonie?
No. Sorry, I'm alright.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I can't hold my own against you. And on top of that, you have to worry about hurting me. I feel like I've let you down.
Dang. You have let me down.
Do you know what I meant when I said, you're done for today?
Probably that I was about to keel over.
No, it wasn't about your physical strength. I could tell that you didn't have the will to keep fighting.
I've got plenty of will.
I don't know, it doesn't sound like it.
No matter what I do, I can't win. Isn't that what you were thinking? If you think you can't win, you won't. Perhaps you already knew that.
Good point.
Yeah.
But never assume that you'll win. That is, don't underestimate your foe. At all times, you have to keep a clear head to make split-second decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a crest or a relic. How could I ever hope to beat you?
It's fine.
If you put it like that, I'll fight barehanded, and I won't use my crest. Think you can win? Do your worst. Oh dear, I might have overdone it there. But I believe in her. I would be doing her a disservice if I pulled any punches. It's Leonie after all. She'll be back on her feet and charging at me before I know it.
True. She's not wrong. I think we've seen that scene before, but it's a nice scene. So who else? Who else does Catherine have? Because I don't think we've seen like any of Catherine's scenes except for like Ingrid and Caspar. So we got a lot of Catherine to see, which is, you have an ending with Linhardt? What on earth? That's, if you gave me a list of everyone, which we have, that's not someone who I would have had on my list. You probably just have it with Cyril. I think the rest of them are just with Cyril, right? Unfortunately, Lysithea, Cyril... No, actually we have one with Hilda, so that's nice.
Hey there, Hilda. You're looking cute today.
Uh-oh.
Thanks. You're looking quite handsome yourself.
It's a battle of the flirts.
You know exactly how to talk to a guy. I like it. What's with all the books?
Oh, these? I was just bringing them to... ouch! Ouch!
What's wrong? Did you hurt your foot?
Yeah, I tripped earlier. But I'm supposed to return these books to the library by the end of the day.
Relax. I'm sure there's a handsome guy around here who knows how to carry books to the library. You rest your foot. I'll take care of this.
Oh, no, that's all right. You must have something more important to do.
Nothing is more important than helping you. Just pile the books on that desk, and I'll get them where they're going.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much.
It's nothing. I'm happy to... Wow. That is a lot of books.
I'll just leave them right here for you. Thanks again, Sylvain. You're the best.
Wait a minute. Some of these books have dust on them. She's been holding on to these for months.
Got him.
The professor was looking for this one a few weeks ago. Hilda, hang on. Did she just trick me into doing something she didn't want to do?
Yes. I'm surprised that Sylvain caught on so fast. Never forget, that man's is bright. Hilda... and I think, yeah, everyone else is... Okay. You know what we gotta do? It's what we do best. We gotta view these scenes. If I sound defeated, it's because... Oh, look at all of them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Which one do I think will be the best? Which one will be the best out of this bunch? Not Mercy. Let's start with Mercy. They're probably gonna have like a real... I think we've seen this one. Yeah, because this man's is asleep. We've actually seen all their scenes. We can skip this. That's nuts. Yeah, we've actually seen all of their scenes. Doesn't he just like mispronounce Mercedes a bunch of times? Which one of these is gonna be the best? I feel like this one will make me hate him the least. So I'm going to end with this one. Seteth, I think, might be interesting too. Let's start with Lysithea. I think we might have seen this one too.
This one ought to do.
Yeah, we've seen this one.
What are you doing, Cyril?
I'm picking out logs to carry back and chop into firewood.
You can't expect to carry all these by yourself. Let me help.
I believe someone in the past said that, this line of supports isn't that bad at all. Lysithea and, Cyril. So
no,
let's see.
I got it. I don't want you getting hurt. Logs are heavy sometimes.
I'm well aware. You should accept the help being offered. I'm older and wiser. I know best.
Goodness gracious.
Lysithea, you seem a bit shaky. You okay?
Yep, totally fine. I'm just kind of losing my grip on this log. Ah!
Oh, sounds like a collapse of
That wasn't
logs.
much help as it turned out. I didn't realize they'd be that heavy. I couldn't even walk in a straight line.
I told ya, logs are heavy sometimes.
That's true.
It's hard work if you're not used to it.
Very true.
I feel foolish.
It's okay.
Well, if you've learned your lesson, I'm gonna go carry the other logs.
Hang on. Shouldn't you rest for a bit?
Wood still needs chopping. I got a bunch of other stuff needs doing before sundown, too.
In that case, let me help you carry the chopped wood.
You know how rough firewood is? You'll get splinters if you carry it with your soft hands.
You can't be serious.
No, it's true.
You're just not cut out for this kind of work. Look at your hands. They're like a princess's. No point in you learning to chop wood, is there? You don't need to know how to do that stuff. You and me live in different worlds. There's no point lowering yourself down into mine.
Our worlds aren't so different. We're together right now, aren't we?
Sure, we live in the same places now, but that's not gonna last forever. Don't see how it could. Unless I actually turned into your little brother or something.
I'm interested to see how that one goes. That one might make me hate him less, because I didn't hate that scene. The Hilda scene also made me hate him a little less. Let's go Ignatz. Finish theirs off.
Hey Ignatz, what you doing?
Cyril, hello. I was just looking outside. Are you off to work right now?
I'm gonna get a bucket and get rid of that big puddle everybody keeps walking around.
Wow, what a hero.
You're getting rid of the puddle over there? That's a shame.
Huh?
I've quite enjoyed looking at the puddle. But pay me no mind. The work needs doing. I know.
Huh? What's so nice about it?
He's like, I'm sorry? Everyone's like, don't want to get my shoes wet, and you're just like, huh, that's a beautiful puddle.
Well, look at it. With the addition of the puddle, the whole landscape has changed dramatically. Plus, it's perfectly unique. No two puddles are alike. Light will never again hit the water in quite that way. This whole landscape is unique, in fact. Here, now, for us to enjoy. It didn't exist a moment ago, and it won't exist in a moment.
This man's just the truest artist.
I guess you're right, huh? Weird. I never thought about the rain that way. How it makes the world look different, and how that's kind of special, I mean.
Your mood just brightened, Cyril. And that made the world a little brighter, didn't it?
Oh my gosh, wow, Ignatz.
That's the other thing about looking at a landscape. The view is affected by the viewer's feelings.
There's a handful of, maybe even not a handful, there might be like 4 unintentional smooth talkers in this game. Lynn's not one of them. That man's just intentionally a smooth talker. That man's he knows what he's doing. That man's a fiend. But the smoothest fiend.
Huh. Maybe you're right. When I remember it, I think Elmira was a real dull and lonely place. Once you're out of the city, there's nothing but the plains and sky, and they stretch on forever. You can lose yourself out there. That's the kind of place it is. It's strange. When I remember it now, even though it's lonely, it also seems real pretty too.
Maybe the image in your memories is affected by your emotional state.
Fair.
Anyway, it sounds fascinating. Endless plains, boundless sky. That's Elmira, huh? The thought of it makes my pulse quicken.
Ooh.
You're a big weirdo.
What? Cyril!
Am I? I suppose I am.
Sitting around, talking about how pretty puddles are?
Well, when you put it like that. Still, I'd love to see Elmira someday.
I'm out here vibing with these two, and then Cyril's just like, you're a big weirdo.
Cyril, after the war, would you go there with me? We can make some memories of your homeland that aren't all dull and lonely.
I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I'll think about it.
This is weird. I feel like this could have been an A scene. I feel like they could have had an ending together. I think they could have. What else do you have to see? Oh, Petra, right. Forgot about that. Let's see. Cyril. And then we'll just go down the list.
Hey, Seteth. I got a delivery for you.
Thank you, Cyril. Would you mind waiting just a moment for me to confirm the contents?
Sure thing.
All seems to be accounted for. I lack the time to handle tasks of this kind myself. I appreciate you making the effort. Is there anything I can assist you with? Do you have any concerns?
Concerns? Nah, I'm happy just working for Lady Rhea. I got a way better life now than I ever did before.
If your better life is this frugal, I have to wonder what your previous experience was like.
True.
It must not have been easy before you came to us. But you should know that is in the past now.
I mean, he knows
young,
that.
You should be enjoying life. Do not allow your past to overshadow that.
Oh.
Is there nothing you desire? We will support you in any way we can.
Really, there's nothing. Except... Nah, it's
And
okay.
except...
Except?
Go on.
I don't got anywhere else to go, and I just want to be able to stay here forever. This place Lady Rhea gave me, it's the only place I know to call home.
I will keep that in mind.
Well, I got work to do. Excuse me.
Of course. I apologize for delaying you.
I guess I would like to see Cyril grow a little bit during these scenes. I would like to see that. So you know what? Maybe he'll grow on me. He hasn't quite yet, but I understand him more.
This is unbelievable. Why? Why does it keep happening to me? What's wrong with me?
You know when we started with this music, it's gonna be a good scene.
Are you okay?
I was sure I'd be happy this time.
Manuela.
Why, oh why do I always struggle in love?
Please, let go of my sleeve.
If I let go, you'll just run away, won't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody wants to listen to my romantic tragedy. But I saw you, Cyril, and I thought, Cyril will listen, because Cyril is good people.
Dang.
Okay, I surrender. What do you want to say?
I knew I could trust you, Cyril. You're such a good boy, such a good young man.
How can I help you? Is it just with listening?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a real tragedy, let me tell you that. Yesterday, I was hitting it off with a man I'd seen a few times at the pub. When I looked in his eyes, I thought he was the one. But then, well, we were drinking and enjoying ourselves, and all of a sudden, poof, gone. He just vanished.
A shame.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
What?
Can you believe he treated me so cruelly?
Yeah, this is all real familiar.
Oh no.
My heart is in tatters. I can't believe anyone could throw away a woman like me. Cyril, be honest. What's wrong with me?
What have you done? You know that this man is one of the most blunt characters in the entire game.
You drink too much, blame others for your behavior, and you don't understand you gotta love yourself before someone else can love you back.
Huh. That last one, that last bit is sound advice.
Maybe he wasn't for me anyway. If you're gonna take off after a few drinks, who needs you, right?
You didn't listen to it?
To understand, but I also think talking to you made me feel better.
You didn't listen to a word he said.
Yeah. You know what, Cyril? I'm gonna come talk to you more often.
Do I feel bad for Cyril? Manuela's a card, but go ahead. Shamir, Cyril,
Hey Shamir,
normalcy,
how do you
and
think
go
I'm
ahead.
doing with my bow lately? Think I'm getting pretty good? I hit closer to the bullseye today, and that felt real good.
You were fine.
You were fine. Just fine?
Fine? That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Shamir.
Oh man. Fine? That might be the nicest one. You were real blunt with him.
You take too many direct shots, though.
But it's easier if you shoot straight.
Of course it is. But if you can hit your enemy with a straight shot, you're too close.
Hmm.
Tell me, Cyril, what's an archer's greatest weakness?
Archer's greatest weakness. An enemy that's standing right in front of them.
When we get too close to the enemy and we can't shoot the way we're supposed to?
Exactly.
Yes.
As an archer, your position is critical. Know exactly how far the enemy is and keep a minimum safe distance. Understood?
You mean to stay away from the enemies, but not too far away or my arrows can't hit them.
So you understand why you can't rely on straight shots. You have to use curved shots as well. Never run up to your target. Hit them from a safe range.
Shoot them from a safe range with curved shots.
Archers should always control the battlefield.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm gonna go practice some of those curved shots right now.
You're not a bad student. If nothing else, you have the right attitude.
Oh.
You think so?
Keep it up.
I will.
Yeah, that was just a real normal scene. I was like, if there's gonna be a scene that's gonna be like, oh, okay, he's not that bad. It was gonna be a scene with Shamir. You were fine. Fine. That's gotta be the nicest thing you said to me, Shamir. That one did get me. I'll admit that one got me. Okay. So for now, I think we can just finish exploring. Cool. So we have 2 trainings. One of that. 1 battle, maybe 2 battles. Nah, probably just 1 battle. Maybe 2 battles. Hold on. Oh, I could do a seminar for flying. Maybe. Alright, instruct, auto-instruct. Instruct. Alright, so... we're using you. That's fine. Are we using Flame? No, but I feel like we're gonna have to use Flame in the future. So just train her some more here.
I have done it!
Flame, you have my attention. Okay, you've lost my attention. But you did get A for face, so that's good.
I understand more every day.
Now you're just gonna rock with goods? Okay, great, that's fine. And then a perfect! You have a nice sandwich there with perfect bread. Ridiculous. That wasn't too bad. Leonie, Hilda, we're using Hilda. We can go ahead and train Hilda. Let's get her some axe. Do we need to give her... we needed to give her something. Was it this? Was it heavy? She has a budding talent in it. For right now, let's just give her some of this. I was gonna say, you get 4 goods.
Who's the best? I'm the best.
You're not the best. You got 3 goods to start.
Could
Diamond axe, that's nice. Could be useful.
I'm glad I put in some effort.
Right? Didn't have someone else do it. We'll give you a little bit of this.
That was so helpful. Thanks.
No problem. Alright, so. Ingrid's level 9, oh my gosh. not much better than a net who's level, or not much worse than a net who's level 10. We might have to use Mercy in the future. I'm just considering people who you guys might ask to use. Guess we could train Catherine. Nah, we're using Alois. Let's change. Where's my boy? There he is. He really doesn't need to be trained in anything else, but we'll get his punching up just a little bit. And a perfect, you love to see it. Who was close to a specific thing? I guess we could use, we're still using Happy, so we'll give her some more faith.
Not bad.
Okay, so you guys know that if I get 5 perfects on Happy, I will probably actually marry her again.
You're late.
But it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna say that caveat applies to Happy still. If she gets 5 perfects, I'm marrying Happy again. Because that's just, I will pop off for 5 perfects. I will pop the heck off. Shamir. Learn some faith, why not?
That wasn't difficult.
A perfect, not bad. And then a good, that's not as great.
That
a perfect, not bad. And then a great. I think that is like the average of the people who have been going today. Oh, Marianne's level 8. I feel bad for Marianne. Let's train Marianne. No, we don't need to. Who else do we bring? Baltus. Yeah, we can train Baltus. I'm fine with that. He's got S tier punch already. Let's give him some axe. And he gets a perfect. Good job, Baltus. And he gets 2 perfects. Good job, Baltus. Yeah, that's about the average. 2 perfects, like 2 goods and a great. Yeah, we'll train Marianne. Just for the sake of saying, hey, Marianne, get 5 perfects, why don't you? We'll just see if it happens. It won't. She got 1 though. So that's nice. Yeah, just 1. We're using Yuri, and I did or did not train. I don't know if I trained Yuri. Who's got the group task right now? You two. I think we might be able to switch that. Let's go instead Hilda and Caspar? Yeah, we haven't gotten their sequence, that's fine. And what are our goals looking like? What does Hilda have on her for goals? Oh yeah, that's fine. We could probably also take off Axe and give her... Yeah, because you need Axe like Lance and something else, don't you? I think you need these 3. Don't quote me on that though. Do not quote me on that. We'll figure out next, or we'll figure out soon if that's what we need. But if we don't, it is what it is.
Professor, I've something I'd like to ask you.
Sure. When I do nothing but fight, my spirits falter and I lose the will to keep things tidy. This is when my room falls into disorder. My spirits falter even more. Is there no way to break this cycle? Take a short break and do something that raises your spirits.
What a superior answer.
Yes, of course, I am. And nobody was with him, surprisingly. What do you want to do? That's the same thing, but that's sure. That's fine. Shamir.
It's been 10 years.
AC, and I can't watch that again. Shamir just is sad sometimes. Shamir's a sad girl. But I love her. And I might marry her. 14.
It'll be an easy win.
Okay, let's do it.
Is this February? Was this February 14th that they did this?
Finally done.
Finally done, yeah. Just yeah, okay. Yeah, it was February 14th. They spent their Valentine's Day together.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope.
I suppose it's working.
Alright, now I got a battle. Okay. But before we do that, let's look at certifications. Let's see if I can learn to fly. No, I can't take none of the flying certifications. Wyvern Rider, we need Axe, so we need to get some Axe. Well, we get flying next, actually. We'll get flying soon. This is also way worse than the class that we have right now. But I want it. How's the master class, though? Just a little bit worse. I'm gonna get it. And Hilda needs Axe, Heavy Armor, and Riding. Can she even be a Great Knight, actually? Where's Hilda? She could. She's honestly probably fine where she is right now. She could be a Great Knight. She would need Heavy Armor and Riding. I think I gave her a Lance for some reason. So yeah, she didn't need... unless she wants to now. Oh! Yes, she would need flying too. We could both be Wyvern Lords. I don't want to do that though, so she might just chillax. Is anyone level 30 who wasn't level 30 the last time that we did some training? Caspar, I think we just, yeah, he got that. Good on him. Yes, you got that. Yeah, you got War Master. I couldn't train you, correct? Oh, you could take it. We could just take a risk on it. We have 2 advanced seals. So Happy failed at the 88%, right? And that was only a 12% chance of failure. Now, if we have her 88%, that brings us to 44%, which is the odds of passing here, which means we're gonna also have her chance of failure 12% to 6%. So right now, Yuri only has a 6% chance of failure. Is that how the math works? Why don't you tell me once you see this result? You ever pop off so hard that you knock the camera over?
That was a breeze.
Why don't you tell me? 6% chance. Oh my gosh. Alright, that was well worth it. Well worth the pop-off. Okay. Yes, okay. I'm not gonna get over that. I'm going to battle. We have so many paralogs. We've definitely done that one. I think we've done all of them. Yeah, we've done all of these paralogs. Cool. Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll just battle to... mainly to train Yuri and to get Skylord some axe. So I'll be right back. Always manually. Even though I'm pretty sure we don't have a lot of people to train. Yeah, because all of the motivation is down. We'll do D for D's sake. Just a great. So, you know, we're safe, not marrying.
Everything went...
No perfects at all, jeez. We'll do... We have 6 to do. Is there anyone who I have that I use? I mean, Ferdy, I guess. Sure, why not? It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it because both of those are still in the C range. Well, good. He's a B sword now. That's fine.
Seems simple enough.
We can do some of this. Hopefully, it gets 1 perfect from nope. Nope. I was like, hopefully, he'll get 1 perfect from this. Did not. We'll do a net, just for the sake of saying, hey, give a net a chance. Nope.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks for your time. That's... Huh. That was so polite. We do like a net out here. We do use Ignatz, of course. We gotta hook this man's up. We'll be getting B+ in reason. That's good.
I've really grown.
That's real good. I didn't expect him to be here
Polishing my skills.
yet, but good on him. I also gotta switch around his abilities because I'm pretty sure I still have him with the with like bow abilities. There you go. Not the best training, but it's fine. Leonie we're not really using, but I'll do it for the sake of doing it. Everyone else I think we're good on. Rather, we're not using... we can do Mercedes real quick.
Interesting.
Because she's at a level where we can, like, physically use her to some degree. Because I think Yuri was at 22, and I think we got him 9 levels during one set of training. But that's also because I focused getting Skylord's axe up, so Skylord is, disproportionately higher than the rest of the team. So Skylord's gonna end up, like, just staying back. Just, you know, because, you know. I just want Skylord to fly. But his stats will be lowered, I think, because we'll be switching classes. Leonie. Sure. What do I have her doing? Lance. Oh, you're doing Lance and riding or flying? I think you're doing Lance and writing. Yeah, perfect. I think that's like the first perfect we've gotten during this session, to be completely honest.
Nothing to get excited about.
The one and only perfect. The lone perfect. However, that could all change. When I train Shamir! What do I want her to do? Am I really training her in Punch? Sure. Why not?
I'm finding my focus.
That's fine. Yeah, you'll be okay. Yeah, I think Leonie got the only perfect this time. This was just an all-around not great set of training for the team. For the resistance. Goals. Everyone's goals are fine. What do you have? I'm doing this for you. I think I need to change that. Do I want to change it, though? Yeah, because she's Trickster. Yeah. Yeah. She's Trickster, and I might as well get her bow up. Next time I train Anna, we gotta get that bow up. Yeah, let's go for it.
Professor.
What do you want to do? That's fine. It's the same thing. I don't know why it asked me to do that. I feel like the game should know. Cake. Felix. Absolutely. Could never deny it. And of course we're gonna give him his favorite mint.
Why am I here? I thank you.
Go ahead. Take a sip. I know it's your favorite. Or not. It's just tea.
Hot.
Ah. Hot. Close calls. Close calls. Oh, really? You don't like sweets, so someone you likes to. See, I'm remembering things about this boy. No ambitions. Yes. And library's collection, food in the dining hall, a new sword technique. Easy.
Crest's lineage, knighthood, trifles. Skill and survival are the only things that matter.
That kind of fits Edelgard's views of the world, I won't lie. Crest, bleh, bleh. Chat.
Let's see.
Perfect tea time. I'm better than average at tea times, I'd like to think. How you doing, boy?
Hot. What? You're staring at me.
Correct. And now I'm staring at your back. I can't click anything. Felix, that was a long animation.
Thanks for your hospitality. I hope you'll invite me again sometime.
But he had a good time. Felix is an interesting character. I think I've mentioned that a lot. Felix is one of my favorites in this game. I think once I'm done with this, I might just do a tier list. Because I think that's something we need to do.
We're on a roll!
Are you? Dang, finally! Okay, it wasn't... Leonie was not the only person getting perfects out here. Caspar, Hilda never let me down. Never, not once. Cool.
I'm just not there yet.
I think a lot of people actually
Feeling pretty good about this.
got stuff. Seeing Cyril. I'm glad you guys haven't pulled the trigger and said, hey, I suggest Cyril. It's gonna happen. I think I might seminar, but first, there's things that we can do. You're level 30. I was gonna say, I don't think you have the skills for any of the master classes. We did get you Assassin, which is nice. Anna, you're also 30 now. I don't think you have any of the skills for master classes. No? Great. So you'll probably just stick to... You have a special class? Or you can get a special class. Right? No, we gave you the Trickster. Yeah, we gave you the Trickster class. Oh. Oh, yeah, you keep that. That's fine. We won't switch you. We didn't touch Cyril this time. Alois is just... So... There's 3 people that I trained. Felix, Yuri, and Anna. And for Anna, what did we do? What did we do? I stuck her with Balthus. I stuck Felix with Alois, and I stuck Yuri with myself, Skylord. I don't think anyone went from you did, I think. I think you went to 30. This is your first time being at 30, so I think we can come over here. You might be able to take this one. I was gonna say we're getting close on that one, but we're still gonna wait on it because you're not quite at A reason, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So that's someone I need to focus on during this next battle. That man is gonna have to fiend this next battle. Bernie's fine. Len, you were... You can just stay what you are. And you. Dang, we still can't take either of the flying ones? A shame. What are we... How far are we off? Gosh, we need B and X and C and flying. We're getting close to B and X. C and flying is gonna take some time, is it? We're getting close to that too, aren't we? Status. Where is that? Skills. We have a C and X right now, so we still need 2 levels for that. And we have a D+ in flying, which means we'll get close there. However, let's not forget we're gonna do a seminar, maybe. We might explore instead now that I'm thinking about it. Unless there's one that is specifically Axe and flying. I don't even see one that is flying. There has to be one. It's probably Seteth. No, really. Nobody? Nobody. Not a single person is doing flying. Not a single soul. No, they're not. They're not. Oh my gosh, I guess we're exploring. Jeez. Yeah. Because I don't need to battle again right now. I don't. The team is well equipped right now to handle the level that they say we need to be at. Ooh, that one kind of hurt. So yeah, I gotta do flying based on also there's a train, so sorry if you can hear that. Bernie, in your room still?
Ailell, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that?
A spooky one.
Sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you?
Yes.
Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
No. Unless you know how to fly, in which case, sure. But teach me first. Okay. So we'll come here. We're still learning to fly. And I guess we'll learn to axe too. Because we can have people teach us both. That's brilliant. Wait a minute, do you know axe? You know axe, don't you? If it comes to it, we'll do it. If it comes to that, we'll do it. If it comes to that, we'll do it.
Professor, you're not a teacher.
But I will not. I won't let my my pride get the better of me. However, I will check every single person. I know Hilda can teach me axe. I think pretty much anyone who I have as a war master can probably teach me axe.
Professor?
D's there. You can probably teach me axe too, can't you? Yeah, you can. Hook me up with some good axe. Just good. I meant great axe or perfect axe, but you know, it is what it is. What's the odds for rolling on those? Because I feel like it's way lower than like usual. We'll actually just do a run around. Sylvain, do you know anything about axes? You don't. Get out of here. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. There should be people in here who know about axes, like... There's nobody in here. There's usually someone in there, jeez.
In other words...
Tonight, Lysithea, you don't know about axes. No, I'm not even gonna try it. Well...
the king in the
Ailell. I was like, maybe she knows how to fly. She doesn't. I would be shocked if she just had naturally fly-high, or high flying. Let's look at the map. Yeah, there's somebody outside over here. And it's Hilda, someone we need.
My big brother told me stories of Judith's bravery.
With just one look, she tamed a runaway horse that nobody else had been able to
I
touch.
remember the story.
When an Almiran general provoked her, she talked him into a tearful apology. She's spectacular. I wish she'd fight alongside us.
She will. Kind of. Teach me Axe. Just good. That's fine, that's fine. We can still make do with that. But we really do need the people who know how to fly. I think not all of you, 2 of you should know how to axe better than me. Felix? Dang it. Oh, he doesn't yet, that's right. Felix should not. Alois definitely should. I'm thinking of Felix from, like, the last round. Because that man was a fiend the last round. Yes, hook me up and give me a strong one. Yes, good, great. The first great one. That's good. We might get lucky here. None of you know flying, and Raph should not know Axe, actually. He should not, because we have not touched him.
Sherry, she's more like a goddess than the goddess is.
He very much is. He does know Axe better than me. Heck yeah, thank you, Raph. Naturally high Axe.
This experience is critical.
Oh, it is critical, actually. We might be able to get there. We need some lucky rolls on flying. Alright, hook me up. Give me a lucky one. Actually, we might not need that much luck. I think 3 goods might take us there. Doesn't mean I want 3 goods, but you know. Please? Who else? I know Caspar. Catherine might have some naturally high axe. Actually, maybe she doesn't. Yeah, I was gonna say she doesn't. I think she has naturally high sword and punch. Let's see, who else? Seteth for the flying. And Seteth is right at the door. Always forget about it. It's also like Seteth is literally watching Flame from the sidelines right now. Teach me how to fly. You could also teach me how to axe, but this is actually more important because flying is limited. Great. Is that enough? Close. Close. Who's the 3rd one? Who can teach me how to fly? Not Marianne. Not either of you 2. I think it's one of you 2. I always forget. We even did it. It's been like a day or 2. But I always forget. Always forget which one of you 2 it is. I want to say it's Manuela. As I walk into Hanneman's room. Come on. It is you. Thank you for tipping the tides in my favor.
This experience is critical.
I also picked up stuff in the greenhouse, and I don't think I planted anything. Do you know Axe, though? I doubt it. But if you did, that'd be cool. You don't. Let's see. Neither of you know Axe. Caspar, you definitely know Axe. 100% know it better than I do.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. Who's that? Spring can't come soon enough. Well, actually, it's less than a week away. Hello.
I didn't think he's my uncle.
Alright. Axe. Just the more Axe, the better. Even if we don't get the class, Skylar's gonna use Axe for a while to get it up to at least close to A. Because I think during just those battles, we got Skylar's Axe up to C, which was a lot. I also think I have like the Orb of something that like raises the something. I haven't put it on Skylar, but I probably should. You shouldn't know Axe, but I'll check. I could also go to Cyril. You guys know that's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt.
Our enemy capture anyone who seems suspicious.
Alright, I will.
I'm glad you understand.
I was gonna say we shouldn't kill them. That's information. Let's see. None of you know Axe, I don't think. Leonie could. Leonie's a shot in the dark. But I need to go back to the greenhouse anyway. I'm gonna have to... What? You know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna, like, go, I'm gonna talk to Cyril, I'm gonna be like, hey, teach me how to axe, and he's gonna give me a perfect, and I'm gonna be like, well... He's okay, I guess.
Since
He hasn't yet. I've checked you already. I'm delaying the inevitable. I know I have to do it. Let's plant some more. Let's plant all root vegetables. I didn't even check the results of what it gave me. Let's go back in here. Cultivate. With the droppings of the flying horse.
Like you.
Okay, Cyril. Teach me how to axe. And it's just good. What a waste of my time. If I wanted good axe, I could have gone to anybody else. Cyril, I'll remember this. I think we've been to everyone who can assist us with those two things. I know Flame doesn't know axe. That'd be shocking. You shouldn't know axe. That would also be shocking. Let's see. Let's just check.
I once read a...
Something wrong, sorry. Yeah, sure, why not? We had one more to waste anyway. Yeah. Yeah? Is there anything else I need to do before I go? Balthus could have taught me axe. What am I doing? I forgot that they're down there in Abyss. That's my bad. But that's fine. Yes, I think we're good to leave. We might have enough to do that certification. Lysithea, yeah, we'll host a tea party. Why not? Something sweet. Sweet.
Care to share your thoughts, Professor?
Sure.
I am
have some
grateful.
tea. It's sweet. So you must love it, right?
I feel at ease.
Cool. Alright. Strange fish, dining partners, gifts. You like gifts. Lysithea. Your ambitions, perfect recipes. You like recipes. It seems like she likes the little things in life. Guessing someone's age, the last battle. Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't seem right, but I don't like either of these two. This relates to Crest, so let's go to the last battle.
I know I could stand to lighten up from time to time.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It's probably gonna be admonish, sigh, and nod. Sip tea. Praise, sip tea. Admonish. Yeah. I'm out here with these perfect tea times. I don't know about you guys, but I know these characters left, right, up, down. How you doing, Lysithea? Let me tell you a joke. Let me tell you another joke. Let me nod.
If things had turned out differently, my hair wouldn't be this color.
Wow. Huh. That's not a line I expected.
Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See ya.
Bye. Huh. I didn't expect that line. That kind of caught me off guard. Okay, well. Now it's time to try and get the certification. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I can try it. I can at least try it. That's good. How am I on the other one, though? It's gonna take a lot of work. But it'll be better because we can at least try this one with what? 80%? Yeah, I mean, we're trying that, absolutely. Is this the day that Skylord learns to fly? What is with everyone failing these certifications?
Not my best.
With these ridiculously high chances. I should have came up with some BS statistics again. Oh, dang. We're gonna have another opportunity, and that's gonna be fine. And also, the axe will be higher, because we're only using axe in this battle. For Skylord, at least. Oh, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate, to say the least. We're also gonna have to buy some more freaking seals, which is fine, because we have plenty. Item shop. Buy. Convoy. Those are advanced? Pretty sure. Just buy. We don't need 10 of them. We'll buy, like, 5. I don't even think we need 5. We might need 5 to train someone else in the future. Advanced, we'll buy, like, 5, too. Wait, no, I just bought 5. That was about to be a big dumb move by me. Let's go to this mission. Ambush at Ailell, the Valley of Torment. Your party travels to Ailell, the Valley of Torment, to meet up with the allied troops and secure reinforcements. It should have been a safe march. Should have been? I wonder what will unfold. Ridiculous. I'm still kind of salty about that 80%. Not as salty as the happy 88%.
In response to the Resistance Army's plea, Judith has agreed to provide soldiers. To meet up with the reinforcements, the Resistance Army sets out for Ailell, the Valley of Torment. Unbeknownst to them, something else awaits them there.
Yeah, not as mad. I had to let my man Gerald talk. Not as mad as Happy's 88, because I think that's all of that's been quelled by the random BS that was Yuri's 44, the half statistics.
I'm overheated and have changed my mind. I'd like to return to my cozy bed now.
Same.
Who knew summer so hot existed in Fodlan? I wonder if it's okay to walk everywhere.
It's also interesting that we get this unique dialogue now from them.
Just use the superior emotional fortitude of nobility. And, well, be very careful.
Where is D?
It is said that this land was born of the goddess's wrath. There was an immense battle here long ago. To end it, she set the entire valley aflame. Of course, there is no record of this. Some theorize this was done by another and then blamed on the goddess.
My head is being defeated by this heat. I think I am seeing visions. There, within the mountains. A shadow.
That's just the... Whoa. I see it too.
It appears to be a military force, but in a different location than the one we agreed to.
It's an Amurian.
They are dressed like kingdom soldiers. They fooled us.
Damn. I thought we had disposed of all the spies.
Nope.
They carry the flag of House Rowe. They've joined the Empire then. To think they'd travel all this way.
Are you ready to confront them, Professor?
Yes. We must break through.
Yes. We must defeat them quickly and locate Judith's army. They have chosen the Valley of Torment for this battle. And so we shall send them to the flames of eternity.
Okay. Seteth is pretty intense, I won't lie. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting fight. Because I think this time I'm going to bring...
Thank you.
I think I'm going to bring Anna. And I have to bring Yuri.
I thank you.
But I have to decide who I'm going to swap out for Anna. Which is going to be an interesting call, because I'm going to try and use her. I also need to take a second to, switch about some of the... Actually, how many people are we bringing? Just 9. That's bad. That is bad. That's really bad. That's actually bad. Well, I guess I won't bring Ignatz this time. I have to bring Yuri. Who am I swapping out for Yuri? Not the dancer. Maybe Petra. Or, no, Burn. Look, I feel bad about swapping out Burn, because Burn has been such an essential game changer for this team for absolutely no reason. So I think I might do that swap. Yeah, then in that case, I'm not bringing Anna this time. I will eventually. I don't know who I'd swap her out for. Maybe also Petra again, but that's neither here nor there. Dang, we almost have all of the wolves here. You actually, yeah. Ignatz, you get yourself a couple more levels with the homie. I kind of also want to train Flame. We've actually used Flame in the past, so I don't feel bad about not using her again. Constance, Constance, this place is kind of shady. I feel like you should be okay here. Where? Yeah, Ignatz. Balthus, you can take. Yeah, I need to, like... I keep saying I need to train this man's. Because I do, because you guys are going to suggest him. Alois, you can have... Who can you have? You can take Catherine. Yeah, sure. Why not? And now I'm gonna take a second to do all of the abilities, because I have not done them for like Alois or definitely not Yuri. Have not done them for Ignatz, but I'm just gonna go through all of them. Alright, here we go. I think everything's good, let's go for it. No, hold on. One thing I haven't done is switch people around on the map. So, what I want to do is have you go this way and you be our blocker. So you'll tank some hits, but Ash will hit him from a distance, so it'll be fine. Did I give you a bow? I did, he's got 2 bows, cool. So that's fine. There's also an armored unit. No, there's not an armored unit, it's just 2. Ooh, that's not great. Yeah, Link, you go with them. Then the 5 of us will go straight. Baltus will be leading the way. I'm okay with that setup.
The Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
That lion banner. It seems Gwendol is the one leading the troops of House Rowe.
Seems like it.
He is an experienced general, renowned throughout Fargus. Let us hold nothing back.
Of course not.
This is Ailell, the Valley of Torment. Expect this smoke and fire to assail us at every turn.
I know
Touching
this
the flames
place.
of torment will get you worse than a scorching. Proceed carefully.
Are these actually worse than usual? I don't know. I think it's actually the same. I was gonna say it'd be nice if these were like 25%. I think, or is it usually 10%? It might be 20%. I don't remember.
Ready and able.
You. Yeah, you can draw that one in.
I'm in.
Yuri, you have to take out Ash. Hilda, you can come with them. You're gonna walk around. And Lynn,
I'm awake.
You will be here to gambit them the next turn. Now this turn.
Oh yeah.
What's my strategy?
So I kind of am at the point. Yeah, if we split those attacks, they'll be okay. We're also
Why not?
just kind of doing okay in terms
I
of
do this
everything.
for all of us.
So
ready for anything.
Wasteland, that's fine. Okay. We also have to deal with those archers over there.
Flames! Huh. Quite full of themselves, aren't they?
No.
Just as I thought. The Professor's army. But it's too late to back out now.
Oh, hey!
In Lenato's place, I have to do my duty.
Okay. Good. You get one more? You get Come on, where's your axe at? Dang, he still needs 149 axe. But we could still get it. Like, my thing is, I forgot to give him that knowledge. I can do that whenever. Do I have the knowledge jump? Or was that the last route that I had? It might have been the last route. We'll check. Did I put Baltus on Fiery Crater? Good job, good job. And he is moving great. Sure did put him on Fiery Crater. That could have been terrible. Okay, so how do we want to do this?
Still the king.
Well, someone can just heal him, that's fine. Good job.
You're fresh out of luck.
Cyril leveled up, which is great.
Could be better.
Yeah. Don't you have a... Cyril has something. Here. You come over here and you heal. Armor away. Brandon, we gotta get your magic up. I don't know how we can do that, though. We could use an item for that. You still need to get your axe up. As much as I hate to just use Skylord as an end-all be-all for everything,
them well.
he's gotta get his axe up, because right now, that's the main objective. Learn to fly Skylord. We'll wait on that. Yuri can get over there, but can you kill Ash? Oh, you sure can. With, it looks like any weapon that you have except for the bows. Just use the iron sword.
Do you truly intend to forfeit your life for House Rome? There's still time to change your mind.
I finally understand Lenato. He knew the price of standing for his beliefs, and he paid it gladly. I will do the same.
I like you. Don't be an idiot. Or maybe I'll just have to smack some sense into you.
Interesting. And we do get to pick him up, right? Be gone. Oh gosh, I don't think we've ever gotten this option until we played the actual Crimson Flower with Claude. We'll persuade.
You want to spare me? Why? Well, I'll do it. I'll join your side. Let me fight for you.
Good. Good job not dying. Yeah, I didn't expect him to be so good already. You're a unit that we can use. Okay. You don't have anybody. You do have Catherine with you. So you can, well, experience or Catherine. I'm gonna actually go experience this time.
Can't afford to slack off.
A chest key. There's a chest over here, isn't there? I thought I saw it when I was scrolling around. Yeah, right there. And I suppose we could get it. But I think this is just like defeat. Oh, there's a chest up here too. Okay, well, whatever. Did I have Skylord? Yeah, I did. You can step into the flames. Who can get over? Oh, okay, that's fine, whatever. So my only thing is Yuri. Oh no, Hilda actually doesn't know that move either. Assist. Yeah, that's fine. Balthus will heal himself next turn. Right there. Happy, can you hit either of them? You can! With Death Tea, but they would have one. You'll get the crit. You might not get the crit. I'm not gonna rely on you getting the crit. I'm not. I won't. As much as I want to, I'm not gonna do that. Here, you can Psychic Healing Balthus. That's fine. After Happy missed that 88% chance, well, don't trust her with the RNG as much anymore. Okay, so am I worried about the B-side? I don't know how much this Yuri is good at dodging. Really don't. Do I expect Alois to take out all of these homies? No, I don't.
I have made my peace.
It's like, actually, they all have pretty low hit chances. He would probably survive that all-out assault. Surprisingly, nobody would be after him this time. But we're gonna get him off of the off of the warpath there. Len, you're gonna have to take a little damage, but you can Psychic Healing our boy. That I will allow.
It's within my grasp.
Hilda, you will just be short of making it out of the fiery area. Also, 2 people will come and attack you. They're both bow people. Better safe than sorry. Better safe is having everyone attack, Alois, which is interesting. Raise a defense for non-flyers, so now this man's is the greatest tank of all time. Oh, someone has perished here. Now. This is a mistake. You go in first. Training X. Yep. We just gotta get some X's.
All is going to plan.
Ignatz also leveled up.
I found strength in adversity.
Delightful. Okay. You can stand here and be safe. Who do you need to psychic heal? Alois for ego? Sure, go for it. Why not? Why not? You could honestly have someone go again. So yeah, Skylord, go again. All I know is that we do have to get Yuri to also defeat the big boss man. Because I was just like, we're gonna Yuri out this episode. Unfortunately, that might be harder than I think. Because this man's is kind of tough. If memory serves me correct. Yeah, you can psychic him. That's fine. That's useful. Bernie having psychic. You'll have to see it. Okay, yeah, also, this is what I wanted to point out. Alois is a crit machine. This man's with his crit at like 30.
I must stay the course.
Sometimes it's like 33. It's nuts. It's crazy. Like, Skylord's crit is only 25, and this man's exceeds Skylord in crit. I think Balthus also might exceed Skylord in crit. Maybe it's just the War Master class. Or maybe it's something, one of the skills that, or the abilities rather, that I gave him. One of the two. Alois is also dodging everything, so good on him.
Here we go! Attack them from both sides!
Cool. I'm not sure they realize exactly what's going on. And by exactly what's going on, I mean their imminent demise. Wait, I'm actually shocked that I didn't use your gambit, but it's good that we haven't used it yet. Let's see what you can do. Oh, I do. You don't have the Nightbreaker, do you? Or the Armor Breaker. You do have the Brave Sword, though. And your hit chances, not your hit chances, your basically dodging chances, are about what I remember them to be. AKA very good. That's fine. Crit machine.
Unnecessary sacrifice.
Yeah, you can just use the Iron Sword there. I did miss using Yuri. Your crit's not bad either.
Give the goddess my regards.
A sight to see.
But also, his closing statement of "give the goddess my regards," pretty dope. Training axe on you.
Another victory.
37. Burn. You're 30. What? 2? 33. Yeah, you can have this one. Attack. Should probably only have to use miasma. You'd have to use it twice. You only have to use this once, so I'm gonna do that.
I'm getting used to this.
I think I like happy as I'm getting used to this more than anything. Or more than anyone else's. Solely because it's just like, I'm getting used to this war, and she's like, I don't like that. Everyone else is just like, you're doomed. Prepare to perish. Which is fitting for me because I've been saying prepare to die quite a bit. Quite a bit. Alright. Yeah, look at Balthus, 34% crits. And he's only got the training gauntlets on. In fact, I think you still have his... Yeah, we gotta give that to... In fact, let's just do that now before I forget. Trade. Balthus. Yeah. Here, you can have those, and I'll take one of these. Yeah, we'll take that. Have fun. And then wait. And Balthus, you can go forward. Yeah, you go forward and we'll switch off. We'll take Yuri, and you guys can all go down this way to take care of everyone else. Wait. Yeah, just one of them would hit. Oh, but she's on the waist of the crater there, isn't she? Don't like that. You can come here. You can heal. Lynn's ability to regain HP, just when he's vibing for a turn, when he's just resting for a turn, also secretly kind of useful. Who do I have in Heroes that does that? Who does that in Heroes? I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of units do that in Fire Emblem Heroes, but someone I have, someone does it every other turn. Who is that? Is it Tiki? It might be Tiki. Alright. It's the homie.
Oh, old Gwendol is here, and he doesn't look to be an ally.
Oh, the hero of Daphne is here. I'll expect more from her than the young ones.
I remember how this goes now. Yeah. Yeah, you have to make it over to this man's before he starts going over there. So that is the tricky bit. To do that, I think we just need to send everyone full force into the abyss that is... Okay, good job, Boltus. Into the abyss that is over here. It would be fortunate if we had Lynn to help. So you actually can't take out any of those people, that's fine. Take out the horse, you can do that. You can do that with literally any move, so just go and use Miasma. Miasma.
I came out on top. This time.
You can stop there, and you can heal yourself. You... No. You can come here, you can dance. There. Wait, who is that? Is that Gwendol who's coming to attack? Yeah, it is. Is it? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So we're safe to do this.
It's gonna hurt.
Cool. Yuri has not moved. But we do have to, like, tiptoe Yuri in here. So you wait there. Okay. And we can start sending you guys. Is it just you guys? Oh yeah, it is just you three now. Alois, show them what you're working with. You know what we could have done? We could have used our boy there. That's good. She can take one hit. Well, she can take more than one hit. That's also fine. He's got a little bit of yeah, that is what I was afraid of. We're gonna have to, like, dance around to ensure that Yuri can get this game. It's gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to go back some turns. Maybe. It's a big maybe.
Now you'll learn. I have made my peace.
Good job, Catherine, too. Hilda's gonna get attacked here, and that's gonna be fine. Oh, you only did 12 to that boy. That's kind of... not disappointing, kind of disappointing. Okay. However, what we can do to stall is use gamuts. That is something we can do to stall. Because right now, I think all we need to do is stall for time. Baltus is gonna take some damage. He's still fine, really.
Still the king.
So he can come here and actually get this attack off.
Time to die. One that fast.
We all have to move because I think enemies will continue to spawn. And I think a couple like spawn right here too. So Skylord, you come here with a training axe.
It won't be in vain.
I feel okay sending you into the fray. I really do. but I'm gonna send you in last, just in case I have to rewind time. However, hold on, wait a minute. You do have great movement. Can you get to Gwendol this turn, and can you KO him? Can you do that? Getting to Gwendol this turn might be difficult, but you do have a bow. Your bow prowess isn't as good as your... Ooh, you would get there with your bow, but I don't know if you would get the KO. No, you would not. Not with the bow, you wouldn't. So come on back here. Okay, wait there. We'll have people over there, which is nice. 33% chance to hit, that's fine. That's what I expected. Wastelands, you'll come here. Should have had someone assist Balthus. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. Like, that's a lot of people. You just stay there. Oh, I could have. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're still in a good place, we're still in a good place. Short axe really does more here. That's a...
Don't get used to this.
Then we have Len over here, who will heal. Old psychic heal. Expected a regular heal, but psychic heal's fine too. Now, yes, took a little damage. We love to see that. You're gonna try and hit Yuri. You missed. Good job, good job. You hit Alois, Alois hit you harder. Much harder. You hit him for 4 and Alois hit you for, what, 72? You're gonna Alois for maybe 6, not even 6. You hit him for 0 because you missed. Okay, so they're all in a line there. That's what I expected. I knew that something would spawn there and there. You guys are going to attack here. Getting Yuri over there is going to be tricky-ish. You're gonna take a little damage. So here's the dilemma. Is it getting Yuri over there? Kind of. That is kind of sort of the dilemma. You're perfectly fine being here so you can psychic heal Balthus. Cool. That's fine. Now, Balthus, you're not gonna perish to this person. Good.
It's gonna hurt.
Now, Skylord, I think you have to come over here and take this one out. So we're gonna have Burn, Felix, and Yuri. Yuri can come how far? This far. And you can wait. You can come behind. You can dance. Right there. And you can step to the side to dance next turn if you need to. Nobody is going to attack you if you're here or there, apparently, shockingly enough. You should be able to take out this person. I wish we had gotten almost way on him. Wish I had that foresight. You lived? Oh, that's unfortunate. How many? We've used 0 charges. Go ahead. Take a charge back. I did not account for, you know, the healing magic. So yeah, use that. 4 times with 25? The Brave Sword is dope. Never forget. I almost forgot about that. So here is the thing. Will this gambit hit the both of you? It will not. If I move a step up and hit the gambit, it will hit the both of you. It will not. Do I need the gambit to hit anybody? Gambit. That hits the 2 people that I needed to hit. So sure.
Let's begin.
Unless it just doesn't hit. It's 85% chance. Cool. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. So you'll hit Alois. You'll try to hit... You won't even try to hit Alois. That's good.
Shall we?
Cool. That's awesome. You can attack with the short axe against that person. However, don't think we want to do that. I think we just want to wait with you. You have not even gone. So we can assist, heal there. I think this is still very possible, because you've taken damage now. We have Alois over there to hit the 1-2 punch if we need to. I'm gonna put you here. I think we can get Yuri with the sword. I think.
I have made my peace.
Who just died? Oh, it was one of her soldiers. That's fine. Kind of fine. Really kind of fine now that I think about it. Okay, cool. Did not go after Gwendol. Or Gwendol. Cool. Cool. So, we're in a very good position. For Yuri specifically. If we wanted to. Well, that'd be death. All of those would be death. I didn't expect you to KO this man's. Okay. What we can do instead is have you stand here. Actually, can you... You can get some good damage in. The hammer. The hammer. Killer axe, it's a good chance to crit. We don't want that, actually. Short axe, you can do it from a ways away, so you might as well do the short axe from here. Yeah? 56% chance to... I believe in Hilda.
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Do your worst. Okay. Of course. Okay, well we can't rely on that, so we'll stop there. Burn can get over there.
I do this for all of us.
Not quite, but Burn has a mini bow, which does nothing, a javelin, which does nothing, and this, which does a little bit. What does Yuri need to defeat him? Attacks. Yuri cannot do damage to him. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Okay, so let's try this.
What's my strategy?
You're here. You wait.
Ready for
you
anything.
Dance here. Yeah? You dance here. Can you get to Yuri? Is the real question. Oh, I didn't want you to stand there. I didn't want you to stand there. Skylord can get right there, though. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're living. Let's trade items. Can you trade? Do we have an Armor Slayer is my big question. If we do, we're in business. If we don't, yikes. Convoy. Ooh, this is what we would have needed to. We needed to. Oof. I have to go back. So we do have an Armor Slayer. Trade with the. Trade with this. Go back. Now trade with the Armor Slayer with this. And now, wait. You, now with the Armor Slayer, can do damage. Does 22 damage. So we need to get him down to 22. Can we do that? Is the real question. Yes, but Alois is the crit machine, which is great usually, but bad right now. Okay. So, here. That's fine. That brings him to 28. We'd still have to get 4 damage in. So, let's start with Lynn. Lynn, you can come here. Where were these attacks before? Was it just a location? I think it was a location advantage. Okay. 72, 88% chance to hit, 0% chance to crit. I was gonna say, you only really need to hit one of these. That's fine. Actually, wait. He needed to hit more than one. You're at 24 now, aren't you? Child, things are gonna get easier. That's fine. 100% chance to hit this. Good. And now that leaves a window for our boy to come in here, right? With the armor slayer. Yeah. Are we supposed to use a bow for him? Was that what I said? Well, I want you guys to know that's impossible. So we're using the armor slayer. Unless we have a bow in the convoy. Do I want to go back a whole bunch of turns, or do we just want to... We're just gonna end this.
You've chosen to turn your blade against the Count. Never thought I'd see the day.
Mongrel.
And yet you are seeing it, aren't you? Say what you will. I know your true feelings for me. Sure, you watched my back by order of the Count.
Ooh.
You care too. You're the only one who treated me as an equal.
Huh.
That is all in the past. This is no time for misplaced sentimentality. I must do what I came here to do.
There's a lot of unfortunate ties in this game.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
Well, perishing in a place called Ailell, the Valley of Torment? Pretty cool name, won't lie.
That was quite a predicament, but now we can see to the objective we had in mind.
Sure. Also, it looks like all of our people in the front there are like miscolored a little bit. Like Hilda's pink is now, all of those three are like faded, and Alois is just here. It's happened to the people in the back too. I wonder what caused that. Anywho, we did it. This was Yuri Day. Hope you guys enjoyed Yuri Day. Alright, and then post.
To think we'd get into a scrap here of all places.
Right here of all places.
We all made it out alive.
You can see why they call you a hero.
Well, that's ancient history. So you're that professor everyone talks about. You're just as Claude described.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty cool. Claude?
He asked me to help you because you seemed trustworthy.
Oh, well, yeah, I am.
Of the Alliance? How did he learn of our plans? We can't underestimate someone like him. There is a reason they call him the Master Tactician.
It's true.
But I suppose we are both fighting against the Empire now. The enemy of our enemy is our ally.
True.
That's right. I have a letter from him as well.
What does he say?
It's up to you to decide how to use it.
That is yours, Professor. Please tell me what it says when you see fit.
Sure.
Okay, let's wrap up this handoff of soldiers. Not that I suspect you of anything, but I must warn you that these are very important soldiers for my territory. Don't treat them like expendable equipment.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I have some important information.
Oh,
a witness saw Lady Rhea being dragged off by the Imperial Army after the battle 5 years ago.
Oh.
Are you sure your source is reliable?
One of my own saw it happen. I'm certain.
Ah.
It seems we chose wisely when we decided to fight against the Empire.
Happy Alois makes me happy.
Thank you for the information. We will rescue her at all costs.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's fine. It'll rescue Rhea.
Now that we have reinforcements, it is time to advance against the Empire. And yet, we do not have enough troops to face our enemy's main army head-on.
I think we do. I can walk in there and just KO everyone. Alois can walk in there and just KO everyone. Baltus can walk in there and just KO everyone. It's just a matter of who the comments decide to have me KO everyone.
We have no choice but to use our small numbers wisely, by taking over key locations as we blaze our way to the Imperial capital.
It will be a fierce fight.
Yes, it will. We must brace ourselves. As you know, the Ogma Mountains lie south of Garreg Mach, towards the Empire.
Of course.
In order to enter
the
Empire
Ogmas.
territory, we must travel around those
I know all
mountains.
about the Ogmas.
There
Continue,
are two
son.
possible routes. Through the Kingdom to the west, and through the Alliance to the east.
Right, I hear you, son. Kingdom to the west, Alliance to the east. Don't we... Where do we go first? The east? The Kingdom to the west? Let's go east.
Yes, that makes sense. There are lords in the Alliance who support the Empire. They are at least not completely under their control. Furthermore, you hold a key to the Empire within your grasp.
My charm and charisma?
This is no time for tomfoolery. I am referring to the letter from Claude.
Have you read it?
Hey there, Teach. It's been a while, hasn't it? I never dared to imagine you might still be alive. Wonders never cease.
Well, Claude's like, oh, well, he's dead. And then everyone else is like, oh, he must still be
I
around.
don't know exactly why, but I feel that I can trust you. So, I'm going to do just that. To that end, I propose an exchange.
Well, okay.
You're intending to invade the Empire. That much is clear. And that means your only option is to pass through the east. You'll have to cross the Aramid River, which runs along the border between the Empire and the Alliance.
Correct.
That means you'll need to gain control of the Great Bridge of Murden, the one closest to Garreg Mach.
Know all about it.
Just so happens, my family, House Regan, is in conflict with House Gloucester right now.
That sounds a lot like Lauren's.
It would be easy enough for us to eliminate them, but I would prefer that we settle things without it coming to that.
Claude's just like, we could kill them all, but I don't really want to do that. I'm not feeling like Edelgard today.
You see where I'm going with this? We'll act as a distraction and draw House Gloucester away from there. That will allow you to cross through their territory and take the Great Bridge of Murden.
I see.
After you take the bridge from the Imperial Army, House Gloucester won't be able to receive their aid. You'll get to cross Murden without any trouble, and I'll be able to maintain stability in the Alliance. Not a bad deal, eh? I hope to hear from you soon. Be well, Teach.
No problem, Master Tactician.
Master Tactician indeed. Somehow he is already aware of our plan.
Yeah, he knows. He can see things. It makes sense.
Conditions are not bad. All is as he says it is. If we take the Great Bridge of Murden, and House Gloucester bows down to House Regan, the route from the monastery to the Empire will be much safer for our forces.
Let's do it. I'm not suspicious at all.
It seems you are decided. We will send our answer at once.
Cool. I like that. Everything seems to be going very well. Uh-oh. Yes. Right here. As we start the new chapter. And Captain Gerald, take it away.
Part 2.
The rose-colored river.
Snow. Lone moon. The rose-colored river. The Resistance Army, having received reinforcements from House Daphnel in Ailell, is finally ready to unleash its invasion on the Imperial territories.
If you gave me all of those pictures and told me to put them in order, I would not be able to do it. Absolutely not. That might be a fun challenge, though. I'm sure that exists somewhere. Take all of these Gerald speaking images and put them in order. What is today? But yesterday's tomorrow.
The messenger we sent to Claude has returned. It seems he will be initiating the plan immediately.
Good.
We will advance when House Regan's forces move out. We will take the Great Bridge of Murden with minimal casualties, and in doing so, initiate all-out war with the Empire.
Edelgard's not gonna like that.
Prepare for battle, Professor.
I'm always ready. I have to choose someone else to marry, and we are already halfway through this game. More than halfway through, technically. Because it's like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, we have plenty of time. We just started. But in fact, we're already in part 2, and we're already a couple chapters into part 2. Yikes. Uh-oh. I'm sure something will trigger me into saying, oh, I want that person.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
Classic.
It is so much fun to sing with others.
Classic. Cool. And then we can close with, hold on, wait. Skylord, I swear, you better learn to fly this time. Where are you? Still 80%. Getting 2 bad rolls on 80% would be
Not my best.
You have got to be kidding me. I don't. Okay. Well. I was very prepared to be like, and today Skylord has learned to fly, and that did not happen because somehow, somewhere, Skylord failed 2 heavy in his favor rolls. Like this man was like trying to hit the wheels for chaos reigning in the Hunger Games. Man, give me these supports. We have to have like 1 or 2. Alois and you, yeah, we have no more for Cyril. Thank goodness. I don't think we have any more for Ignatz. We do have Hilda and Ignatz. That's real good. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Hilda Ignatz will save. Hilda Ignatz we've seen. What are we talking about? I've definitely seen Hilda Ignatz. They're in the same class. Hilda Caspar is what we hadn't seen. So we'll do that. We'll end with that one too. We'll start with this one. Although this one could be entertaining too. 2 very strong personalities.
Hey, Alois. Looks like you're done for the day. Care to join me in the dining hall?
Ah, Catherine. How could I refuse?
Ah.
Nothing like a good drink. I feel better already. The grub's not bad either. This is the perfect way to end a long day of work.
I couldn't agree more. It feels like a weight's been lifted from my shoulders. It's at times like this, when worldly worries fall away, that I can really live in the moment. It's intoxicating.
Intoxicating literally or figuratively?
Worldly worries, live in the moment. Look who's suddenly waxing poetic. Wait, you feel intoxicated before you've had a drop of booze? Talk about a lightweight.
Catherine. Okay, Catherine scenes might be great.
Hello! Just the man I was looking for.
Just the man I was looking for.
Ah, yes. Were you the fellow selling ancient coins?
What?
Yes, sir. Since our meeting at the antique shop yesterday, I got my hands on something new. Here we are. Look at this magnificent coin. Do you see the engraving? It's the crest of House Karen, one of the kingdom's most prominent noble families.
Isn't Catherine originally from House Karen?
It's an exceptionally rare piece, commissioned by a hero 1,000 years.
Is she about to tell this man's off?
By a hero? 1,000 years ago? I'll take it. How much do I owe you?
For a collector such as yourself, sir, I'm happy to offer it at a discounted price. Let's see.
Tell him off, Catherine.
Hold on. Stop trying to swindle my friend.
There you go.
You're claiming a hero from House Karen had their crest engraved on this coin. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Ooh.
Tell me, as a collector of antiques, are you familiar with this piece? It's a legendary sword.
Are you threatening this man's?
Ma'am, please, keep your nose out of my... What? Is that... Thunderbrand?
Thunderbrand! This man's came out. She was like, stop threatening my friend. Have I introduced you to Thunderbrand? It's very good at cutting. It doesn't actually look like it'd be that great at cutting. Maybe plunging, like a stab and then the but regular slicing, it doesn't look like it'd be great at that.
That's not possible. It couldn't be.
Oh, it's true.
You are familiar with it. Excellent. Perhaps you know how cleanly it slices through liars and cheats.
Well?
You're saying that whole story was a lie?
Oof.
I thought it was obvious.
That's not where I expected that scene to go, but I actually really like that scene. I'm curious to see how theirs continue. Let's look at, yeah, Catherine is someone that we have a bunch to view. So I think next time during the Explore, we'll hit all the C scenes for Catherine. I think we will do that. Because she's got a lot that we have not seen before. In fact, I don't know if we've seen, like, any of these except for Caspar. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna hit Catherine next time. 100%. I think we're gonna hit Catherine and we're gonna hit someone else. We'll hit Catherine and Manuela. I think we've done a chunk of her scenes. Seteth, I also feel like we've done a good chunk of, but we'll see. Now we have some to view for Seteth too. We'll decide later. We'll do Catherine and somebody else. Who's of the church folk? Not Flame, because I think we've seen most of them except for like A scenes at this point, and like Manuela. But in terms of Hanneman, Alois, not even Alois. Alois we're on a roll for. In terms of Hanneman, Manuela, Catherine, and Shamir. Not even Catherine and Shamir. Hanneman, Manuela, and Shamir. Which one of them do you think has the best scenes? Leave that in the comments, and we're gonna view you two, which is sure to be a ball.
There they go, starting another fight. I'm just gonna march over and... Wait, no. I have to restrain myself.
Huh. However...
I can't do it! Hey, you! Stop right there!
You know what? I've had that feeling before. Go get him, Caspar.
Poor Caspar. He can't stop himself.
Nope.
He does look quite heroic, though, and seems to be having a good time.
Ha! That takes care of that. Oh no. Were you watching just now?
Who? Me? Watching what?
The fight that just happened? The fight that I definitely didn't start. I've been trying to restrain myself like you said, and I've been so good about it too. But they pulled me in. I tried to keep back, but okay, you got me. I just don't have it in me. But the bad guys were dealt with, so it turned out fine, right?
Hilda didn't say a word, and this man was just like, I didn't do anything. That wasn't me. It couldn't have been. But, you know, I tried, and they just pulled me in, and... Alright, look, you got him. Caspar, one of my favorites, I won't lie.
Yes, completely fine. If that's what you want to do, who am I to complain?
Really? You're not gonna tell me how disappointed you are, and that I need to be better? I figured you'd be mad, but you're actually smiling.
Right?
No use in getting mad. In fact, I found the whole spectacle very entertaining.
She did.
You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was. I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself and I gotta get out there. Wait a minute. So you were watching?
Correct.
Why didn't you try and stop me?
Me? Stop you? As if I would never voluntarily go to so much trouble.
I was gonna say, as long as you just said something, I think he would have maybe stopped.
Besides, you were fighting with so much passion. Couldn't help but feel smitten.
Smitten?
Smitten? Wow. You must really love a good fight.
What is this scene?
I gotta admit, that one was pretty good. I guess I love fighting too.
And that was only like their what, B- scene or something? Regular B scene, not B+. I'm out here, the B- scene. Where's Hilda? Yeah, they have another B scene. I kind of like that pair. I don't know if I gotta see all of Hilda's scenes, so I don't know if I'll put them together, but they had some good scenes. They had a good scene, but we'll save that there. That's all she wrote. Until next time, will Skylord finally learn to fly? Will we fail the 80% roll for a third time? If we do, I'll be furious. Truly and sincerely furious. Because what? Getting the 20% twice in a row, the odds are so low. The first time they're not so low, it's like 20%, but then the second time it's ridiculously low. Is it like 4%? I think it's 4% chance that should have happened for the second time. 20% of 20, yeah, 4%. I think it was 4% that we would get 2 20% rolls in a row. But, you know, I gave BS statistics once, and then real statistics bit me in the butt by giving me a low probability roll. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent, Toon Link Dave, United States Aviator, Toodaloo, Flight Crew. thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to suggest to who in the comments with your comments that we're taking out next time. What's this fight? Let me just remind you guys. It's the whatever we. It is the bridge battle. Is this the one where we get Lawrence too? Might be. Stay classy. Toodaloo. Like her. Thanks for watching.